life. Whether it is you've heard me speak, you listen to me on the Coach V Show on Island Block Radio, or you're connected with me, that I'm so grateful for, here on this YouTube community, in terms of always about at least two things, right? Always working to be your best and living your best life. Life is such an amazing thing, an amazing life. And all at the same time, the irony about this thing called life is that it could also be a grind. It could also be a curse, depending on our initial reaction and then how it is that we respond after the initial reaction of our circumstances and the things it is that we face each and every day in life, leadership, business, sports, and in relationships, the competitions it is that we do, and how it is that we live in every single day. And in that on life, it is amazing that you, me, and we have actually already overcame, just being born, the greatest challenge in the competition of life itself. The science says anywhere between 1 and 2 million are the odds of being born, up to 1 and 2 trillion of even being born. So you were born, and being born is a success. So being a winner and successful, you, me, and we already have. If we're watching this video, or me making this video currently, we have a lot to be grateful for in this aspect and this approach called life. Per the World Index report given from what I have studied, says that on a normal day, a normal non-COVID-19 coronavirus time period, 7,452 people die every single day in these United States of America. So if you're watching this video, you are a winner. You are a success in this thing called life. Don't get me wrong. I truly understand the need for money, the need for achievement, to produce things, and then to get money. I get all of that. I also get the fact that we need fulfillment, we need happiness, we need joy, fulfillment, peace, love, happiness. The list can go on, and we could talk about it over and over, repeating the same words more than once. But those are things it is that we need. But let me tell you something. Life is the win. Life is the trophy. Life is the gift. So many people that, on a normal non-COVID-19 day, when we were back in January, February, and early March, 7,452 people died every single day from something, from car accidents, from disease, from high blood pressure, from heart complications, from breathing complications, for having some kind of effect or disorder every day. And these days, even more people pass. So I get that life, and I'm not trying to minimize the situation or circumstance that any of us are going through, but I'm just saying it is good to be alive. It is good to be and have the health it is that we have, as good as it can be, even if we're slightly sick or recovering from being sick or having cancer. All of these things suck. And why is it that some people have to go through that and others don't? That is one of the great mysteries of life and my faith. It just is the unexplainable. And there's so many unexplainables about life. But I do know this about the end game. That is the game called life. And I talk to my clients, the companies it is that I visit with, and on the radio show, the Coach V Show on Island Block Radio, that is always broadcast every Motivation Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time out of Hollywood, California. Is I talk about this all the time. Just in terms of just being grateful for life. Having a reverence for life. And that you, me, and we, despite what it is that's going on within us or around us in terms of our circumstances, that we are grateful and keep moving anyway. Because life is just a trip like that. We can't explain why. We don't understand why who is being chosen for what. We understand that certain choices have a consequence, sometimes positive, and 100% of the times that negative choices make and have negative consequences. But what I talk about even more all the time is that at the end of my life, in this game called life, if there is such thing as an end game, that you, me, and we would have the privilege to being on a deathbed versus just dying somewhere, some accident, which happens every day to people. For the reason why, I'm not sure. But if we get to the end of life, in this video, here's the two main things it is that I want to make sure that is the takeaway, or actually the heart of the message as well, that I want to leave. That when you, me, and we get to the end of our life, at the end of days for us, the final curtain call, the end game, may we say to ourselves, everyone it is that I loved and that loved me, they knew I loved them. May we say, my life had significance. It had meaning. People will miss me. I left a legacy, not just in terms of what it is that I accomplished, that are things that have no life, have no soul, that are buildings, money, but also impact. Positive impact that equals a big L word. So the first big L word for me most of the time is love, and the second one is legacy. That because of me, helping someone is that I didn't even have to help, but I chose to help because I could have a positive impact, influence, and empower someone else to do and become and achieve more than that they could, than they ever could, than without ever meeting me or me having a positive impact on their life. May we have that kind of life. So the reason why we think about death and we think about the end game, because we don't know when our end game will be, is because it breathes real life and some real talk into today. What should you, me, and we be doing today to make sure that when we get to the end game, that we could really answer those questions? Did the people it is that I love know that I love them? Did I engage? Did I interact with them? Did I show them how to become their best? Be a model and an example to them through love and affection, and also direction and challenge, that I love them. That's why I did that. And two, that my life had meaning, that it had significance. Because life is just an amazing and ironic thing. Life, available for a limited time only. Limit 1 per person. Subject to change without notice, provided as is and without any warranty or guarantee of anything. But that is life. Non-transferable, and it's the sole responsibility of the recipient. May incur damages arising from use, misuse, or non-use. Your parts sold separately, and your mileage may vary. Subject to applicable fees and taxes, terms and conditions apply. And despite all that, it is the one life that you and I get to live. Every single day that we wake from our sleep is that you, me, and we live it. That's the life. That's the game. And like I am always about and always talking about, as I alluded to in the beginning, work to be your best and live your best life. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching this video, and being a part of my YouTube community that again is all about two things: working to be our best and living our best life. If this added value to you and you loved what it is that you heard and felt that it brought major value to your life, leadership, business, your competition or sport, or your relationships, smash that like button. leave a comment below, add value to the discussion that will be going on, and then please subscribe. V-Viliami te folk taal tapel ave Tuivai, they call me Coach V.